Yeah, Aaron's gonna talk now, see if you can hear it.
Testing, 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 testing. Welcome everybody to the 5th annual Wayne Roper Memorial. Sorry, I've had a few technical difficulties getting the stream up and running, but I think we're alive and running now. So yeah, currently bottom of the 2nd innings. Otahuhu have jumped out to a 2-0 lead, and we are 1 out on the bottom of the 2nd. Be right back. Okay, welcome back to Sturges Park here in Otahuhu, 5th annual Wayne Roper Memorial Tournament. Just starting the top of the 3rd innings, and Otahuhu have jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Some good team runs, some good batting going on, and Bears unable to stem the tide at the moment, so let's see if the Bears can drag themselves back into the game. Gretchen O'Coin on the mound for Otahuhu, pitching from the front.
Good, thanks you. Great job here. Keep them on the toes. Come on, G.
Batters box for Bears, we have Courtney Walker. Called low by the blue.
Okay, let's get a swing in here.
Santana Harris doing the catching for Otahuhu. I run through the defensive lineups and that in the in-between innings. Walker picks the walk.
Take it up to the way corners, make sure we get it out here, eh?
And brings up top of the order, Aisha Hooper. She had a lead-off single to start the game off. So 1 run on the board with none down. Jump on first base. O'Coin asked the blue where that one was, just slightly outside for his liking. Ball 1. Ball 1's in the dirt, gets away from catcher Harris, and Walker moves up to base 2 on the pass ball. Got none down, runner on 2. Top of the shop in the box. Nice cool night here tonight. We've had some awesome weather here in Auckland for the last week, so good to be a little bit cooler. We've got Rambers and Maris playing down on the back diamond. We've also got all of our T-ball modular here playing tonight as well, so it's a nice busy night down at the park here. The one gets away from Harris, and Walker moves up to 3. She's in scoring position, none down for Bears. 3 balls on the batter. One gets one back in her favour. 3 balls, 1 strike, none down. Nice drive by Aisha up through second base, out into shallow centre field to score Walker from third. They're on the box, they're on the board now, 3-1. Temporary runner, DR comes in for Aisha, young Michaela Cross. And in the box we have young Brooklyn Temu, just recently named in the Junior White Sox squad to go away to California to the Worlds in August this year. That moves the score to 3-1. Runner on 1, we've still got none down here in the top of the 3rd innings. Timu fouls the first pitch back.
Not too deep there. Going down, ladies.
Traditional softball would have called for a bump situation potentially there, but Coach Nuki Nuki keeping everyone on their toes. Timu a good enough hitter to hit away, put the ball in play, drop it short. So it's a fly ball out to right fielder Marcia Nanwu. Runner took a lead off base on first, but held up on the fly ball. Treated back to the base, so we've got a runner on one. And in comes Karina Hale, one of the real personalities of our team. Does the first pitch back. Strike one.
Here we go, G!
Cross still anchored over here at first base.
Let's go, Gretchen! Here we go, Gretchen!
That one left up high. 1-1. Karina Hale's one of the best women's hitters in the country, has been for a long time. Love watching her play, she always plays the game with such passion and enjoyment. She's just got so much knowledge and experience. Looked like a potential hit and run there called by Coach Nukunuku. Young Cross was off on the pitch. Karina fouled that one off into the first base line fence.
One down, ladies, one down!
Yeah. Ball one, strike two count.
Let's go, Gretchen!
Cross steals two. Tempted pick off at second base. Goes through out into the outfield. Across happy with second base. Holds up there. Evens up the count on the batter. 2-2. Hale manages to keep everything back on that, outside and low. Fills the count up, 3-2. Runner on two. Still got none down here. Grounded hard to third base Jennifer Ferret-Brea. Holds Young Cross at second base. Throws over to first to Chong Lee to retire Karina Hale. Next up we have Rebecca Bromhead. Another famous Bromhead family from Bears. Drives that one into her ankle for a dead ball. Strike one. Pulls that one down the third base line. Got 2 down, sorry, I'll put you crook.
Come, Jake, come,
2
Jake.
down, Gretchen.
2 down, 1 on 2.
Yeah, here we go. Let's go, Gretchen.
Nice. Good bit of pitching there to retire Bromhead. It
as we head into the bottom of the third, it's 3-1.
ends that innings, leaves a runner on base,
Waitakere.
but Waitakere managed to pull 1 back. We'll be back with you shortly.
DeMarini bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts. Game time. With 22% stronger carbon fibers, the Paraflex composite barrel allows for even more precise weight distribution on the CF9 than ever before. We can put the weight closer to the handle for slappers, distribute it evenly along the barrel for contact hitters, or toward the end cap for power hitters. You should never have to settle for a bat designed for the masses. By building with this stronger composite, we can also use fewer materials. This makes for a lighter swinging bat with a Texas-sized swing.
Okay, back here to the bottom of the third. We've got a defensive change from the Bears. Maya Lupton comes in to replace Clara Taimai. Tyler Morrison on the hill. Shelf at 1, Asia Hooper at 2, Becky Bromhead at 3. Brooklyn Timmer in short. Left field we have Kayla Clark. Trying to see who we got in centre.
Yejin.
Jenna Freer pops a fly ball to shortstop Timmy to retire for the first out of the innings. We've got Courtney Walker in centre, and out in right field
Here we go.
is Sam Smith. Lead off strike on number 33, Gretchen O'Coin.
Here we go.
Bears playing a big shift on O'Coin, recognising their strength as a powerful pull hitter. And she drives a hard ball to Rebecca Bromhead to be retired and second out of the innings. Brings up young Taylor Chong Lee, another one of our young junior White Sox that's off to California later this year. Been very prominent in our age group representative scene for a number of years, and this will be his second World Championship. She went away as one of the young ones to Florida 2 years ago. Picked up a whole lot of experience in that over there, so she'll be one of the leading figures in the team that goes away to California later on this year. Big smile, obviously enjoyed that strike. One and two to call. Let's just hold up on that high pitch. Tyler Morrison working the zone there, trying to entice her to swing at something that probably wasn't going to do much damage if she did get a hold of it, but she was good enough to hold back. Fouls that one back. Nice little battle going on. Tyler Morrison, another young pitcher, has been around the scene for a long time. Seems to have been around forever, but she's only very young herself. Has just come back from Australia, played with the White Sox and taken part in the Summer Slam series. It was just amazing. Chong Ni picking the ball there. Works the count. 3-2. Good at bat here by Chong Ni. Nice little battle going on. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. No one on board.
I like it.
Chong Ni tries to convince the umpire that that was a ball to get a ball to a walk. He wasn't having any of the chain on there. 3 down. We head into the top of the 4th innings. Score is still Otahuhu 3, Waitakere Bears 1. We'll be back with you. Sorry, just trying to reposition our cameras. Still trying to get the hang of this. Lead off hitter for the innings is Shell Fletcher from the great Tangaroa family. Coin guns are down.
Nice job, Tyler!
1 down.
Hey, what we got?
Next up to bat we have Tegan Bromhead. So that one goes through to the catcher for ball 1.
Good, G, at the top. On you, G.
O'Coin and Harris working well together in our battery here.
On you, G.
Hey guys, hey guys. Hey, G.
umpires that one back. Umpire takes one on the arm. Got ball 1 and strike 2 here on the batter. O'Coin pitching from in front. It's always easier to work around the zone when you're ahead in the count. Batter's got to be a little bit more protective, protect that zone. Coin throws one up high. Get his count up 2-2. Tries to frame that change up on the outside corner. Held it there nice and long for the umpire to have a good look at. It wasn't to his liking. Takes that count to ball 3, strike 2.
One down, lady. One away. Here we go, Gretchen.
Yes, you're coming, you're coming.
Nice play from second base Amy Williams over to Taylor Chong Lee to retire Tegan Bromhead in a 4-3 play. Brings to the plate Kayla Clark, one of the stalwarts of Waitakere Bears, the women's softball program. Played over 200 games for the club. Amazing achievement.
Funny G.
Ball taken high and let go for ball 1.
Come on, Jane.
Otahuhu playing some nice defence, not letting Waitakere build any pressure by getting runners on board. Waitakere is still 2 runs down, trying to exert some pressure and put some pressure on the Otahuhu defence.
Good job, G.
That one's fouled back by Clark. O'Coin and Harris did a good job here, tying up the batters for Bears. They're a very strong unit. They're one team that we always love to play and always have a good game against. Harris frames that one on that outside corner. Gets the umpire to agree that time that there was a strike.
Okay.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled off down third baseline. Tana Harris doing a great job behind the plate. She's been out of the game for a little while. She's a former junior White Sox herself. And it's awesome to see her back playing at this level. She really has a lot to offer. I'm really enjoying been watching her catch the last couple of weekends. Coin put a little bit extra on that one and got away from Harris.
Let's go, 3. Take it!
Yeah, come here.
Garrett picks that one and fires it over to Chong Ni to retire Kayla Clark just before she gets to the loose.
Otahuhu over Waitakere
Good
Bears.
defense by the Bears.
3-1.
Heading into the bottom of the 4th innings.
3-1. I'm sure you all know.
It's 3-1 to Otahuhu. We'll be back with you. Okay, heading into the bottom of the fourth innings, we have Santana Harris coming up to bat for Otahuhu. On deck we have Alison Mohi. One of the idiosyncrasies of our park here is the sun starting to set out in the west, and it's generally right in the eyes of the catcher and the umpire, and it makes it kind of tough for a period of time until it gets low enough. So. Harris fouls one up, runs it off down first base, comes back. Got a bit of action over in the Waitakere bullpen. Karina Hale's rolling her arm over. Long tournament this one, a lot of games to be played. Santana Harris flies the ball out to centre field. Valiant effort by Courtney Walker out there diving forward. Lost the ball on impact, and Harris, with her never say die attitude, hustles it out and wheels it around to second base, comes sliding in for a nice double. Brings young Eden Hickey, our PR, into through the running and hopefully finish that job off for a great at-bat by Santana. Up we have Alison Mohi in the box now.
I'm the outside, yeah. Yeah, like when it cuts, like
inside pitch, ball one, so we've got a runner on two, none down at three. Alison Mohi, another former junior White Sox member. Another one of our young ladies that seems to have been playing forever, but she's only in her very early 20s and seems to have been around forever. But, Hickey steals third base on that one. Gets in under the tag of Rebecca Bromhead over there at third base. Umpire Leapart says that she got there safe, and then proceeds to do a bit of housework over there and tidy up the base to make it clear again. So we've got a runner over at three, we've got none down here. 2 balls and 1 strike on batter Ali Mohi. Nice, takes the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. Should be looking for something to the right side of the diamond, or a sac fly to the outfield or something, just to drive in another run here for Otahuhu. Nice idea there from Coach Brer. Squeeze play put into motion there, but the ball goes foul unfortunately. Takes the count to a full house, 3 balls, 2 strikes, none down. Deep fly ball out to centre field. Hickey takes a lead off 3 on the court fly ball. Holds up there under Coach Brer's instruction. She's still on third base there. 1 down. Brings up to bat young Amasia Nanui. Drives the first pitch straight back to pitcher Tyler Morrison. She holds up Hickey at 3. Plays over to first base to Michelle Fletcher to retire Young Marcia. Blink of an eye, we're 2 down. Runner still on 3. Brings it to the box. Number 9, Amy Williams. She's a left-handed slap hitter. Works a lot on the short game here. It's her skill set. She just puts that one down third base foul line. Runs through on that one, holds back for a 1-1 count. Amy fouls that one back. 2-1 count.
Here we go, Nina. Here we go, Nina. Good,
Good discipline in the box there. Evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down. We've got a runner on 3. Otahuhu still ahead 3-1, and we're in the bottom of the 4th innings. Top of the order, Krista Hoani on deck.
Let us go, Nine. There she is. Hey, Nine.
Umpire decides that one's a strike. Amy goes down looking there for strike 3.
And as we head
Otahuhu leave a runner on third base.
at Sturges Park in the
Head into the top of the 5th innings. Otahuhu still lead Bears
over Waitakere Bears.
3-1. We'll be back. Okay, so we're coming back top of the 5th innings here. We've had a change of balls due to the sun that I mentioned earlier. We've been using the blue Dudley Thunder balls for those that are remember the good old Dudley Thunders from back in the day. We've had some special ones made for this tournament in our club colours of baby blue, but the umpires have asked us to throw the green ones in because they can't see. Let's see whether they can see these ones, yeah? First ball's called a strike. Leading off the innings for the Bears, we have young Maya Lupton, who's doing the catching this evening. Ball's driving over to Ferret Breer at third base. Routine play over to first base Chong Ni. It's 1 down, brings to the plate Courtney Walker. Sorry, had the wrong camera on. Still getting my head around this. Ball outside from O'Coin. Ball 1. On deck we have the top of the order for Bears, Isha Hooper, currently batting 1,000 with 2 singles for 2 previous at-bats. Walker not liking that call from the umpire. This is a centre fielder who made a awesome diving attempt in that previous innings out in centre field there.
Go, go, go! Let's go, yeah! Nice fire, Gretchen, nice fire!
Bunt play there by Courtney Walker. Legs it down to first base, and much to the Otahuhu dismay, umpire Leapart declares that she beat the ball there. So safe on first place with one down, brings up top of the order, Aisha Hooper. Fly ball there up into the first base, second base area. Bit of communication breakdown there between the two as to who had the ball, who had the base, but nevertheless the out's taken. Chong Ni with the catch. Second out of the innings brings young Brooklyn Timu back into the batter's box with Courtney Walker on first base. On deck, the ever-present Karina Hale. Timu unleashes the shoulders and has a big cut at that one. Ball through to Harris for strike one.
Here you go, Gretchen! What? There you go.
Deep fly ball to centre left by Timu. Easy meet for our centre fielder, Krista Hoani. Takes the third out of the innings to retire the Bears at the top of the fifth. Score remains 3-1 in a nice tight ball game. We'll be back with Okay, we're back into the bottom of the fifth innings, top of the order for Otahuhu. Mr. Hawani drives one deep to centre left. Taken out there by Courtney Walker to retire her for one down. Brings up the bat, number 7, Nita Hickey.
Here we go, right here, Steve, right here.
Nita had off season up in Europe, playing up in the Netherlands. And come back down here, so she's had a whole year of softball. Pops a fly foul ball just over third base with third base shortstop and left field all converging on it. Manages to land it in the middle. Strike one.
That's 2, sis. You can, Miss Cindy. Hey, let's talk, Lindsay. Here we go, Cindy. Oh, not yours, not yours.
Ball down low, caught a strike by the Blue. Add that to the foul ball. Tyler Morrison now pitching from the front.
Here we go, baby. Yes, Sim. Yes, Sim. Good, Simmy, good.
Good discipline in there from Anita Hickey. She's another one that's reached the 200 Premier Game Club.
Strong in there, sis.
Another one who's really young. Seems to have been around forever, but she's still Still a young one. Goes down swinging there for a second out of the innings. Brings up to bat our number 3 hitter, number 13, Jennifer Ferret-Brown. Jen's just returned from Aussie, as I mentioned earlier, representing the White Sox in the Major Pacific Cup, and then taking part in the new initiative, the Summer Slam over in Australia, which was great to see for all that watched it on TV.
Good enough to take that, Jen.
First pitch called a strike from the blue.
Reset here, 18-3, reset. Go, Jen, here we go. Here we go, Good hold, good hold, good hold.
Check by the Bears side as to whether Jen actually swung at that. Umpire leap out down the first base line. Said that yes, she did. So quickly falls to 0-2 in the count.
Yeah, Jen. Good, Jen.
Morrison throws one away up high.
Ball 1, strike 2.
Count goes to ball 1, strike 2 on the batter.
Good, Jen.
Hard drive down the first base line. Thought my camera was going to get nailed there, but managed to survive, so it's all good. Big shout out to Lani Hutchinson from the Waitakere Bears that's loaned us all his gear and allowed us to provide this streaming.
Good,
Bears showing some great discipline in the box and working herself right back into this count. Good solid at that here. 2 balls, 2 strikes now.
Yeah, Jen.
Bear protecting that zone, fouling one back there.
Work it, Jen. Yeah, Jen.
Umpire decides that one up the inside lane is on the money. Pulls a chain on Jen. Ties the Otahuhu side in the bottom of the 5th. We head in to the top of the 6th. Otahuhu still leading 3 runs to Okay, top of the 6th, brings up Karina Hale into the batter's box. These games are hour 30 or 7 innings, whichever comes first. Pitch on the outside corner, called a ball. We've got approximately 5 minutes of game time left from what I've been told, so Bears are desperate to get some runners on here so they can put some pressure on, try and drag themselves back into the game here. Deep fly ball out to centre left. Trista Stars. Hawani eats that up with Alison Mohi in backup. 1 down. Brings up to bat Rebecca Bromhead. She pulls one hard and deep down the foul ball line for strike one. Coin buzzes her up on the inside there for another strike. Goes ahead 0-2 in the count. Bromhead with a great bit of hitting there. Pops one into no man's land over the top of shortstop and just short of left field, Alison Mohi. Stand up single there. Keep the Bears alive. Bromhead, another one of our illustrious 200 club. Been a great servant to the game. Continues to play a great quality level of softball as well. Teaching the young ones around here. Coach Nukunuku comes out to have a little bit of a cordial with runners and hitters. As I said, we're getting down towards the last roll of the dice scenario for them, so they've got runner on one here with Michelle Fletcher in the box. Another established hitter. Otahuhu got one down. Played tidy defense all night, so they don't want to relax for a minute here. See if they can finish off this game with some nice tidy defense. O'Coin ready to go. Ball up and outside there from O'Coin. Harris just maybe anticipating a steal from the runner and having a ball up and away to give her a bit of an advantage on a throw there. Fletcher pops one up into Mohi comes in. Mohi comes in, takes the catch out in left field there. Has a go with the runner who'd gone halfway on the fly ball, but she manages to make it back to first base in time. 2 down for Otahuhu here. Coach Nukunuku goes to his bench to bring in pinch hitter Bohemian Quinn. As I said, time's starting to get away on them here, so they really need to rattle a couple of runs in here to keep this game going. Sun's disappeared down behind the clouds and behind the Otahuhu Rugby Club, and starting to get a little bit gloomy here, so timing's probably just on the money.
Hey, here we go. Go, River! Finish strong here, blue team. Come on out.
Ball left inside for a ball by Quinn. Runner still on first base here. Another ball left low and inside to give an 0-2 count. Quinn's quite a good off-field hitter, so should be looking for something outside here to hit behind the runner and try and get some extra bases. Good discipline, good discipline. Harris framing that ball up high, trying to pull it into the zone to get a strike for her pitcher, but umpire not having any of it. Quinn takes it to a 3-0 count. Way ahead here.
Good. And again here.
O'Coin takes the gamble that 3-0 she's not going to swing and throws one straight down the middle to get herself a strike. Takes the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. It's a good at-bat under pressure there. O'Coin sitting on the bench for the game and comes in, do a job for Coach Nuku. Gets on board. That brings the Michaela Cross into run for O'Coin. Pushes Bromhead over to 2. Coach Brea decides time to have a little cordial to his troops. Make sure everyone's focused and on task here. And you need one more out here, and I'm pretty sure time's all but done. Bears have got the tying runs on the bases, and the go-ahead run at the plate with Kayla Clark coming up to bat.
Wait, can't double steal out.
So 3-1, top of the 6th.
Twist everything here. Here we go.
Coach Brere's just made his fielders aware of a double steal. Coach Nuku from the Bears, been around the game a long time. Very experienced coach, player. One of our champion Black Sox from days gone by. Interesting play down at third base there. Ball hit the front of home plate and bounced up into the cage behind her. House quickly regathered it, fired it down to third base. I think Bromley thought she was home and hosed and just ambled into third. It's closer than it probably should have been. Safe nonetheless, runners on 2 and 3 now. Open base over here at first base for Kayla Clark. Unfortunately, a routine ground ball over to shortstop Hickey. Misses the mark and gets thrown into the cage. And just like that, Bears scored 2 runs. We've got a 3-all ball game. Better Clark safe aboard on first base. 2 down with Maya Lupton up to bat. Lupton with a nice cut, fouls the first one back. But yeah, that's what that's what pressure does. Bears have been trying hard to get runners on base so they could exert some pressure, and they were finally able to, and reap the rewards there. So yeah, 3-all here, 2 down. O'Coin guns a strike there.
Take it!
Lupton punches one to the right side, but Williams is able to snaffle it in to end the innings and take the threat away. Bears leave one aboard, tied up the game as we head into the top of the 7th. Bottom of 6, sorry. Bottom of 6. We'll be back with you shortly. Okay, getting into the bottom of the 6th, we have number 4 hitter Gretchen O'Coin up to bat for Otahuhu. Game score is 3-all. First ball taken down low for a ball. Tyler Morrison's just gone around there pretty quietly here. Got some runs early. She worked herself into the game. That's how the Otahuhu batters it goes. O'Coin hits one which would have been a regulation play to second base, but Coach Nuku had them playing a big shift with outfielders quite deep, shortstop and second base quite deep over on the right side of second base, and third base playing the traditional shortstop position. So took away the power, but the power didn't come, and she dribbled it up second base and got herself a nice Taylor Chong Lee into back here. Been asked to do a job here by Coach Bear and move up her runner into scoring position. Gets the job done beautifully by putting a bunt down to Fletcher at the first baseline. Moves O'Coin into scoring position. One down. Brings up catcher Santana Harris.
Hey, Donna!
On deck we have number 10, Alison Moore.
Hey, Tana!
All high and outside there, according to the umpire, and Harris. Not according to Morrison, but the umpire has a final say. Ball one.
Hey, go with one here! Hey, Tana!
Fights off the inside pitch and fouls it back there. Takes the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. O'Coin still over on second base.
Hey, Tana! Hey, go with! Here we go! Hey, that's a nice cut.
Swing and a miss there by Harris.
Mike, you can, Tana, come on!
Takes the count to ball 1, strike 2. O'Coin still out there on second base. Pass ball that goes flying into the backstop, but comes straight back to catcher Lupton. She's able to turn quickly and ensure that O'Coin doesn't get the extra base and is still stuck on second there. O'Coin hits one to the right side with Aisha Hooper coming across to her glove side deep in the pocket, and a nice little backhand flick to Fletcher to retire Santana. Takes the out. 2-0, moves the runner up to third base. 2 out, sorry, moves the runner up to third base. Brings up left fielder Alison Mohi.
Like you can, Ellie. Come on.
Mohi drives one up the middle. Hooper with a nice play deep behind second base, but couldn't get it across to first base in time. Drives in the runner O'Coin that was on third for a walk-off single there. 4-3 Otahuhu take the game, and a nice tight ball game there. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully I'll get better at this as the weekend goes on. And yeah, so first game's tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. The draw can be found on the Otahuhu softball website. Down the back on Diamond 2 tonight we had Ramblers and Marist. Not too sure what the score was there, but we'll try and find that out and let you know. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you once again to Bears and to Lani for all of the equipment, and we'll catch you back tomorrow.